Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Great to be with you as always. And if you need a time reference, we're at the end of the week. And it's about 9:07 a.m. Eastern Time, in case you're a little lost in space. We, this morning when I was getting ready as I was preparing for the show and producing it, or otherwise producing it, I was trying to figure out where I wanted to take it. And I remember early on in the show, I used to talk a lot about physical activity and keep it moving. That theme of keep it moving, meaning your body. And still, I reference it and allude to it all the time. But I realized that I don't talk about it as much as I used to. Because other things, there's so many potential themes and topics. And at some point, I think you can over-message an issue, and people just tune it out. They hear so much about it, and that after a point, they're so message saturated that it just doesn't register anymore. It's sort of like insulin resistance. When your cells get so bombarded with insulin, they don't respond anymore. It's sort of the same thing, right? Just too much of a good thing. What is that? What is the principle? Moderation? But nevertheless, that being said, I thought I would take a moment in my monologue today to talk about physical activity. And you've heard me mention on the show, if you listen regularly, you've heard me mention that one of the most unpersuasive things to do is to tell people why they need to exercise. Most people know. But that being said, though, I'm going to report on a couple of studies that give you another reason or two why you should exercise. And I do that at the risk of not persuading you to do a damn thing about it. But I'm going to try, because persuasion, is not a one-shot phenomenon. It takes many, many attempts. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things that can happen on the good side or the bad side when you don't exercise. So these couch potatoes? Okay. As they sit on their sofa, the bottom expands and the brain shrinks. What? You heard me. As couch potatoes sit on the sofa, day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, the bottom expands, the bottom, their butt, and their brain shrinks. Out of the American Academy of Neurology, they didn't quite put it that way, but I'm trying to get your attention. Poor physical fitness in middle age, they suggested in the study, is linked to a smaller brain size 20 years later. So one day you wake up, you look in the mirror, and the bottom is much, much bigger, but you can't tell your brain has shrunk unless you look in the mirror and can't remember your name. So now you know you're in a lot of trouble. But kidding aside, brains shrink anyway as we age. That is that's biology, man. Doesn't have to be a severe decline in size of the brain, because you can moderate that, but biologically speaking and physiologically speaking, I guess, the brain does shrink. Well, I guess sitting on the sofa, being a couch potato, you get the metaphor, doesn't help matters much either. Dr. Nicole Spartano from Boston University School of Medicine in Boston said, "We found a direct correlation in our study between poor fitness and brain volume decades later, which indicates," she said, "accelerated brain aging." This is interesting. So you stop moving your body and your brain speeds up in aging. You like that paradox? Keep moving. The study included 1,583 people. They were enrolled in the now famous Framingham Heart Study with an average age of 40 and without dementia or heart disease, and they took a treadmill test. They took another one 2 decades later. This is interesting. They collected the data at time 1. At time 2, which was 20 years later, they did the same thing along with some MRI brain scans. So I always say, as a researcher, collect as much data as you can at that initial data collection point. Have an imaginative mind and think about what variables you want to collect data on, because you may be able to use this later in other studies. That's exactly what they've done in the Framingham Heart Study. The researchers in the study also analyzed the results when they excluded people who developed heart disease or started taking beta blockers to control blood pressure or heart problems. That group had 1,094 people in it. Long story short, over time, as the more sedentary people kept sitting on the couch, metaphorically speaking, their brains shrank in size more so than those who were more physically fit and kept moving during that period of time. The study also showed that people whose blood pressure and heart rate went up at a higher rate during exercise were also more likely to have smaller brain volumes 2 decades later. Dr. Spartano said that people with poor physical fitness often have higher blood pressure and heart rate responses to low levels of exercise compared to people with better fitness. So she concluded, while not yet studied on a large scale, these results suggest that fitness in middle age may be particularly important for many millions of people around the world who already have evidence of heart disease, close quote. It's never too late. I don't care if you had a coronary already or quadruple bypass surgery or whatever, or you've been diagnosed with heart disease otherwise. It's still never too late. It turns out that cardiorespiratory exercise seems to be the exercise of choice to protect brain volume. How do I know that? I wasn't guessing. We don't do that around here. Coming out of Boston University Medical Center, there was a study last year where they found that cardiorespiratory fitness, cardio, walking, running, swimming, biking, those kinds of exercise make better cardiorespiratory, heart and lung health. Cardiorespiratory fitness, well, I'll tell you when we come back. I'll save that. 877-897-8255. So this is my attempt to try not to just to inform you about the benefit of moving your body, but the consequences of not doing so, and what kind of exercise you need to engage in to keep your brain from shrinking at a more rapid rate. It's going to shrink anyway. It's like being put in the dryer too long. You know what I mean? Garment gets a little tight.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Caught me off guard with that, Stephen. Oh, my goodness. I'm talking to Stephen. In case you're new to the show, Stephen is my technical producer for the audio portion of the show. He works the board. And Josh is the producer for the video. You can watch the show at letstalknutrition.com. So in my attempt to persuade you to keep moving and not be a couch potato, because your bottom will get bigger and your brain will shrink. That's what the study said. That should have been the headline on the study. I thought it was a provocative, got to have, trying to have some sense of humor about this. But I can tell you that the kind of exercise that really will help for your to maintain your cognitive health, or otherwise keep that organ called your brain from shrinking too much, is cardiorespiratory exercise. And that's going on a treadmill, walking, running, biking, swimming, anything where a prolonged period of time where the heart can keep pumping. So they found that in the study last year, this is related to the first study, they found that higher levels of cardiorespiratory fitness were associated with enhanced brain structure in older adults. That's what they found. So that seems to be the exercise of choice here. And Dr. Scott Hayes, assistant professor of psychiatry at Boston University School of Medicine, said, "We found that physical activities that enhance cardiorespiratory fitness, such as walking, are inexpensive, unless you buy $200 Nike shoes, accessible, and could potentially improve the quality of life by delaying cognitive decline and prolonging independent function," close quote. So keep moving. Do your best. And one, just aside, I don't understand this, and I'm not being judgmental about it, but I can't understand. I can understand bringing a book into the library. For the life of me, I cannot understand somebody bringing a book into the gym. You often see people reading when they're on a treadmill. Okay, I guess. That's dangerous, by the way. You need to concentrate. You can fall off the damn thing and break your head. So yesterday, I'm on machines. I'm trying to work through my routine. I want to get on this one piece of equipment. And there's this person reading, looked like a book. It looked like War and Peace. It looked like the Encyclopedia Britannica on this piece of equipment. I'm thinking, are you going to read? Well, what are you going to do here? And you got to be polite. And it took all of my discipline not to go up and say, this is not a library.
She took your...
How did you know it was a she?
I don't know. I'm just...
I didn't mention...
There you go. They took your
it was a
big
she.
butt, small brain a little too literal, I guess.
No, she did not know about the study. And I sat there, and I stood there, and I waited. And sure enough, she wasn't using the equipment. She's reading, and she turns the page and then gets up off the equipment and moves to the next piece of equipment. I guess she was doing a rep of one rep of reading a page. It doesn't make sense to me.
Must have been leg day.
It was. She was on a leg machine. That's exactly.
Right.
She was on a leg machine, on a leg extension machine, reading this book. Totally absorbed. Keep the book at home. concentrate on what you're doing at the gym.
They have park benches for that.
Or something. Oh, it drives me crazy. Or the other thing that's being done now in the gym with the phones. I use my phone. I have my headset on, my music. I'm not using my phone to text and whatever they're doing. And they get into these, I guess, long texting interactions sitting on the equipment or on a piece of equipment. Please, be courteous. Many of you listening know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. My guest is Jose Fortin, and Miss Fortin has been on my show before. If I recall, the last time she called in, was she in Switzerland, Stephen? Is that where she was? You don't remember? You sitting on the couch too much? Is your brain shrinking? Do you remember, Josh? No, you don't remember either. You guys are you're useless.
I was going to say.
Thanks for helping me out, fellas.
I was going to say he's sitting on the couch reading a book.
No, he's not. He's sitting on the couch drinking a beer. Right, Stephen?
Sure.
Eating tacos.
True. Jose, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Did you call from Switzerland last time?
No, Canada.
Oh. God, my brain's shrinking too. Where are you today?
I'm in Canada.
Okay, good
That's
enough.
my home.
You're at home?
Yes.
Okay, good. What's the temperature?
Minus 27.
Oh! Minus 27?
Yes.
Oh, my land. No wonder you're at home.
It's a cold day today. It's very cold.
I should say 27 degrees below zero. Oh, jeez. No wonder you're at home. I'd be at home in bed. We come back. We're going to talk with Jose Fortin. And this show will be for men, but the women have to listen because the men, they don't do much about their health. It's the women that keep them healthy.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
WHNZ.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, my guest is on the phone. She's not in studio, and I know that there's one thing she's not doing today. She's not sunbathing.
Oh, no.
Now, was that 27 degrees centigrade, below zero, or Fahrenheit?
Well, Celsius and Fahrenheit.
Celsius.
That temperature is almost the same thing.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it's Celsius.
It was Celsius.
Yes.
All right. So it's still pretty cold.
Yes.
Oh, my land. 27 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, well, we're used to it. We get a few weeks like that in wintertime. So it's with the wind chill factor because that's how you feel when you go outside. Counting the humidity.
Stephen, one of my producers tells me that translates into 16 degrees below zero, or 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Minus 16 degrees.
Okay.
So that's what it is in Fahrenheit. 27 degrees Celsius, minus 16 Fahrenheit. That's a cold day, man. And you're not in hell either. You know the expression "cold day in hell."
No, for us it's a regular day though because everybody goes to work.
I know.
Yeah.
Life carries on, right? But you have it's harder. Have you always lived in Canada?
Yes.
I
come from, right now I live in Ottawa, but I used to live in Kapuskasing, which is even further up north.
Colder yet.
And that's even worse. We hit minus 40. So
minus 40. Holy moly. That's unbelievable. Now, that has to be harder living. It's got to be harder to live that way, no?
Well, it's harder on the cars. And you don't want to break down because it can be, you have a safety kit in your car just in case you do because you have to keep warm. So we just adapt to it, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. But you're right. People still go to work. They live their life.
Yeah, but we keep the kids inside, though, when it's that cold because we don't want them to have frostbites.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So here in the United States, there is a commercial. This is my way of trying to get you into your topic today. There's a commercial that runs for men who snore, okay? And the product is called Zipa. And that's Happy Z backwards. And this guy in the commercial, they run that commercial constantly. He has a thick New York, Brooklyn accent, and he's telling these men, you got to quit snoring because now your new bed is the couch. You're sleeping on the couch because you snore so loud. Well, there's another reason why men end up on, there's many reasons why they end up on the couch. But there's another reason why they end up on the couch. And that is they have to get up 4 and 5 times a night to go to the bathroom. And that disrupts the missus' sleep, if you will. And she says, if you're going to continue to do this, you need to go sleep on the couch. So it's the snoring and the getting up to go to the bathroom, and those two together, you'll be not only on the couch, you'll be in the garage sleeping. So my point is, men who have an enlarged prostate, they could end up on the couch too because they're disrupting their partner's sleep. Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I know you wanted to talk about the prostate today. And if I remember correctly from my anatomy and physiology class, women don't have a prostate, right?
No, we don't. We have other issues, but at least we don't have that one.
Yeah, you don't need any more problems.
No.
So you wanted to talk about the prostate. Very good. This is good. I want to get a woman's perspective on this. I joke, but I know that there are men listening, and as men age, the prostate does get larger, doesn't it, Jose?
It does, and the thing is, once the enlargement is mainly caused because cells are multiplying. So when it starts getting bigger, it will never go back to the size it was. So it's important to take care of this problem as early as possible, because if you wait too long, it's going to be very difficult to improve the symptoms. So if you have any signs of enlargement, it's very important to start to be proactive as early as possible. And a lot of men wait until it's really bad before doing something. But in that specific case, it's really not a good idea.
Yeah,
Because
except
the
for
larger it gets, the more problems you'll have.
the more times you're going to get up at night too.
Yes.
So what happens then is it's the epithelial cells in the prostate that begin to enlarge, right?
Well, they multiply. They actually is more
Do they
cells.
multiply, or do the cells just get bigger, or do they multiply, or both?
They multiply and they get inflamed, a little bit larger.
Okay.
So when we do something natural or even take medication for it, we actually get rid of the inflammatory part, but we do not get rid of the excess cells.
Now, there are, you're right about the prostate will not shrink. You can drink holy water. You can do all kinds of things. It's not going to shrink, except for there are some surgical procedures, but some of those procedures, the side effects are dreadful. You can become incontinent. You can become impotent. You may have a smaller prostate, but you're...
Well, the thing is, when they do those surgery, they remove your urethra in the prostate. Mm-hmm. So they're removing a layer of tissue. By doing that, they remove the tube that connects your bladder to the outside.
Right.
So when the urine goes through your prostate, there won't be any protection there anymore.
I understand.
So they're removing that, and they're removing part of the prostate tissue to make space so that the urine can flow more easily, because it gets so congested inside.
Absolutely.
That the urine flow lose a lot of power. So, and it's getting more and more difficult to get any out.
So
by removing it, they remove that layer, so they're only temporarily relieving you, because the cells will keep on
growing,
getting bigger.
And,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what Dr. Fortin is telling you is that your urethra is connected to your bladder, and the urethra, as anatomically as we would have it, runs right through the middle of the prostate. As the prostate enlarges, it begins to squeeze on that urethra. So it's like getting a garden hose and squeezing on the garden hose, and the water won't get through that garden hose, nor will the urine get through that urethra. It's harder and harder to get through. And that's why you have all these side effects and symptoms. We'll come back. We'll talk some more.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve 2 important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose corn syrup or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements, made by a dad.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. A little men's health theme today. My guest is Dr. Jose Fortin. We're talking about benign prostate hyperplasia, which is an enlarged prostate. Now, the women listening to the show, please keep listening and then try to inform your brother, your husband, your boyfriend, whomever, the men in your life. If they're not taking care of these kinds of issues, maybe you can help them with it. Dr. Fortin alluded to the idea, or she mentioned directly, that the prostate, once enlarged, is very difficult to shrink. And you can shrink it, but you have to do that surgically. That you have minimally invasive procedures, and then you have procedures that are more invasive. Some of those minimally invasive procedures, like transurethral microwave therapy, they take a microwave antenna and attach it to a flexible tube that's inserted into the bladder. Then the microwave heat destroys the excess prostate tissue. Then another minimally invasive procedure is called transurethral needle ablation. TUNA is the acronym, and the heated needles inserted into the prostate through the urethra to destroy the excess prostate tissue. And then I've heard of a facelift, but there's also a thing called a Urolift system. This is the first permanent implant for BPH. How it works, it pulls back the tissue that is pressing against on the urethra, which impedes the urine flow. Those are minimally invasive. I'll tell you about the more invasive ones later. Dr. Fortin, welcome back. Now, as it turns out, there are compounds that can help with enlarged prostate, yes?
Yes, because you don't want to wait until you get to the point where you need a surgery. And if you do it as early as possible, there are some herbs that will help prevent the prostate from getting even bigger. Because what it does, well, first of all, the cause for this enlargement, the number one cause is because the body is producing too much DHT. That's the dihydrotestosterone. It's a form of testosterone that will stimulate the growth of prostate cell and cause more inflammation.
It's also responsible for male pattern baldness.
Absolutely. It will make the hair follicle more inflamed, and the hair will fall off more easily. So yes, the DHT is mainly an increase in DHT higher than normal is usually responsible for issues with the prostate.
Yeah, and so
it's very frequent because half men that are 50 do have an enlarged prostate.
Yes.
So it's a very, very common situation.
Absolutely.
And there's a herb, particularly the saw palmetto, that does help the body return the DHT level to normal because it will help the enzyme not produce as much of that DHT.
Yeah, I wanted to explain that the DHT is a degraded form of testosterone. And so there's this enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. There's 5-alpha reductase type 1, 5-alpha reductase type 2. And that enzyme is responsible for the conversion of the testosterone into DHT, right?
Yes.
So what you want to try to do is block that enzyme from working. And saw palmetto seems to help with that, yes?
Yes. It has been shown to significantly reduce the DHT production and bring it back to normal. It's normal that men have a little bit, but it's when they have too much of it that you have issues.
And tell me if I'm wrong about this. Isn't it also true that estrogen, when it gets converted to estradiol, Doesn't estradiol tend to bond to the same receptor sites as testosterone?
Yes, and that's the second cause of enlarged prostate. It's conversion that can happen more easily nowadays because we do have a lot of chemicals in the environment that mimic estrogen.
Yep.
And have a tendency to increase that conversion.
Yeah, and the enzyme that's responsible for the conversion of estradiol or estrogen is aromatase.
Yes.
Right? It's the aromatase that's responsible for that. Yes.
Yes.
Where it's going to. Okay, so are there herbs that block that aromatase?
Yes, well, especially the broccoli extract, the indole 3-carbinol, or the DIM, which is the same compound but in double. It's a double molecule.
Mm-hmm.
But the DIM or the broccoli extract, the indole 3-carbinol, will help the aromatase not transfer estrogen into estradiol as much.
So aromatase, so we're clear, is aromatase converting estrogen into estradiol?
It is transforming some of the molecules, but it also makes the receptors more sensitive to the estrogen in the body.
So that so that the prostate cells become more inclined to want to pick up that. Go ahead.
That signal from the estrogen, and it tends to amplify it.
Boy, can't catch a break here. So which product do you like for men to help with their prostate?
Well, my number one is the Prostate from Vogel. It's a saw palmetto product that a very high concentration saw palmetto remedy. It's certified organic, and that's also very important because pesticide, insecticide mimic estrogen. So they will make the situation worse. So being organic, make sure that there's none of those chemicals in the remedy. Okay. And also it has a very high concentration of fatty acids. And fatty acids are important also to take care of the third factor that can have an impact on enlargement.
When we come back, we'll talk.
Especially the inflammatory part in the prostate.
When we come back, we'll talk about that. What's the name of the product?
It's called Prostate. It's from Vogel.
All right. A. Vogel. We'll be back. We'll tell you more about the product. We'll tell you more about prostate health and what you can do about it. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, and you're listening to Dr. Jose Fortin on Let's Talk Nutrition, Coast to Coast.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. My guest is Dr. Jose Fortin, talking about men's health here in a very specific way, talking about as men age, their prostate enlarges. A majority of men over the age of 60, picking that particular year, are affected by benign, which means non-cancerous, enlargement of the prostate gland. Now, there's some phrases that fly around and get people confused. There's benign prostatic hyperplasia, and then you have benign prostatic hypertrophy. As I understand it, they're both abbreviated BPH. They're both called BPH. Some say that the two conditions are slightly different, but both are responsible for the prostate gland being enlarged. It's enlarged, but not responsible. In both conditions, the prostate gland is enlarged. There are a couple of good reasons as to why that happens. Aging is a natural consequence. That's an unmodifiable risk factor for the prostate enlarging, but also diet and lifestyle. And this is why I get on this issue of these high-fat diets, unhealthy fat diets, unhealthy fats, and too much alcohol, and a diet that is pro-inflammatory, and so on. Eating a lot of red meat, especially the meats that are treated with the hormones. Any middle-aged man should be mindful of what I just said. So diet and lifestyle, beyond a natural biological tendency for the prostate to enlarge, an unhealthy diet and lifestyle can contribute to it as well. Now, there are some treatments, surgical treatments. I mentioned some non-invasive treatments earlier, but even listening to those sounded pretty invasive. You know, transurethral microwave therapy, transurethral needle ablation, UroLift system. Then you have some that are a little bit more, ambitious. Transurethral resection of the prostate. That's called a TURP. That's a surgery where the inner portion of the prostate is surgically removed. Then you have open prostatectomy. That's open surgery where the prostate is so large that they're trying to remove it. Then there's laser surgery to destroy prostate tissue and shrink it. Then you have transurethral incision of the prostate, TUIP, T-U-I-P. It doesn't involve removing tissue, but small cuts are made in the prostate gland to reduce the pressure on the urethra that runs through the center of it. Any one of those are unpleasant. And you can run the risk of becoming incontinent and impotent with some of these procedures because the nerves, there's a lot of nerves in that area, and the surgeon damn well better know anatomy. And if you're going to have that kind of surgery, Find a surgeon who has done thousands of those surgeries. And it's very difficult. Now they have robots that will do the surgery. But as my guest, Dr. Fortin, pointed out, if you're early on, have some early signs and symptoms, get busy with changing your diet and lifestyle, maybe consider some supplements to take. And she mentioned one. We'll get to it again. If you have any questions, comments, or something you'd like to share, maybe you've had some of these procedures, and I would love to hear from you and share with us with your experience with the procedure to educate us and to help people understand. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. That's toll free. If you're calling from outside the United States, call 813-636-8255. 813-636-8255. For this issue for men is a quality of life issue, a health issue for sure, but your quality of life can be severely diminished with this issue. I was, joking around earlier saying that there's one commercial that's out there now for men who snore, this product called Zipa, and they run that commercial constantly. And the guy in the commercial with the heavy Brooklyn or New York accent says, the snoring you end up on the couch. Well, men with enlarged prostates can end up on the couch too, because you have to get up 4 and 5 times a night. It disrupts your partner's sleep, and maybe your partner's ultimately going to say, you're going to have to just sleep on the couch because I can't get a good night uninterrupted sleep here. And benign prostate hyperplasia or BPH is not prostate cancer. That's a different issue. You can have prostatitis, which is an inflammation of the prostate. You can have BPH, and then you can have prostate cancer. As I said, Dr. Jose Fortin is my guest. Dr. Fortin, welcome back.
Hi.
Okay, so I was just trying to cover some terrain there, lay some foundation, clear things up a little bit, provide some direction. How do you spell the name of the product that you mentioned?
It's Prostan.
Prostate. How do you pronounce that? Prostazan. And the A. Vogel is the manufacturer of Prostazan?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And Bioforce USA is a distributor for A. Vogel, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go to bioforceusa.com, you can look up Prostazan, Prostasan, or you can go to A. Vogel website as well. A. Vogel was a person, Alfred Vogel, Dr. Vogel. Was one of the early naturopaths, lived in Switzerland, and he's famous, really is famous in that part of the world, and even here, and really did a lot to promote the idea of natural health and naturopathic medicine and whatnot. You're familiar with Dr. Vogel, yes, Dr. Fortin?
Yes.
Yeah. He was
Yes, I went to visit the industry in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm. It's quite a facility there, isn't it?
It is quite impressive. The quality of their equipment to produce the best possible remedy, but also the respect they have for plants and all the extra step they go to provide you from the best quality raw material, because they grow their own plants. They never buy it from somebody else.
Oh, they grow their own raw materials.
They grow their own plants, and they always make their remedy from fresh plants, because when you dry out a plant, you lose a lot of the volatile components in there. But the saw palmetto is grown in Florida. They own a farm in Florida that grows their saw palmetto exclusively.
Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they had a farm in Florida.
Yes.
That plant is very robust in this part of the world, as it turns out. We live in Florida.
Well, it's the part of the world where it grows the best. So
there you go.
It is yeah.
We're going to continue this conversation. I know that women don't have a prostate. We know this. But it's important for you to stay tuned and listen so that you can educate the men in your life, whoever those men may be, if they're so inclined to want to go to the doctor or do something, and you may be able to help them with this issue. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, Coast to Coast.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you and talking about men's health here today a little bit for a change. And this business of the prostate enlarging, it can be a very annoying and then it can become even a serious health issue if not attended to. And it's hard to escape if you're a man. Some men are lucky and they're able to live their life and not have any prostate issues. Most men, that's not the case. It's just not. It's a fact of life. Some of the symptoms associated with an enlarged prostate, you have there's a decrease in the strength of a man's urine stream, and a decrease in the stream's diameter. Increased frequency of urinating during the night, that's called nocturia. When you need to urinate several times during the night, that's technically nocturia. And then increased frequency of urinating in the daytime as well. Then you get a sensation of needing to urinate immediately, that urgent feeling, a sense of urgency, and then having to strain or force the urine out. Then there's dribbling after and difficulty stopping urination. Then there's this feeling of, even though you've urinated, you still feel like you need to, even after the stream has stopped. Some men have pain or a burning sensation during urination. That's bad. To me, that's a sign of inflammation. Complete retention of the urine and an enlarged prostate can obstruct, you have the complete retention of urine because when in advanced stages of BPH, the enlarged prostate completely obstructs the urethra and the urine can't get through. Those are some of the symptoms. Very unpleasant and uncomfortable. Dr. Fortin, welcome back. So prostazan is the primary ingredient saw palmetto?
Yes.
Is that the only ingredient?
It's the only ingredient because they find out that if you mix that plant with other herbs, the stability of the fatty acids inside is not as great.
Really? Nobody's ever said that on the show.
No, but it's a fact because Vogel did try to make combinations, but it would affect the efficacy of the saw palmetto too much. And they find out that if you just take straight, pure, high-concentration saw palmetto, you get better results than starting to combine herbs in one product. You can take other herbs with it. Like, let's say somebody has a lot of urgency, a lot of trip to at nighttime, but always small amount of urine is coming out. It can be also because the prostate is so large that it pushes up on the bladder, and it makes like a reservoir that can never empty. And if the urine in there gets really, really concentrated, it will cause irritation. And it will give you the urge to go even though there's tiny amounts of urine in there.
I see.
So by drinking more water, first of all, to help dilute it, but taking stinging herbal tea with the saw palmetto, you help dilute that urine so it's less irritant. And that way you can retain a lot more before you feel the urge. And when you go for a lot more too because the bladder can retain a fair amount.
So let me see if I understand what you're saying here. If in the manufacturing of the product, they take saw palmetto compounds, stinging nettles, and other compounds and mix them together and put it into a gel cap, let's say, or a capsule of some sort, that's not a good idea because it seems to undermine the efficacy of the saw palmetto.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
Now,
what
let me ask.
Vogel has find out by
All right.
they have their quality labs and they test the stability of the components,
All right.
and
So
that's what they find out.
Let me ask you this then. Would it be the same or different if you took the Prostazan, if you took that, which is just saw palmetto, and then along with that, at the same time, from a different products, you took other herbs at the same time? Would it still undermine the efficacy of the saw palmetto?
No, because they're not together for a long time. They get into your body and they do what they have to do.
So, in other words, when they're manufactured together into a capsule, that's different than taking these herbs together separately.
That's right.
Nobody's ever said that on the show in 11 years. Good. I'm glad you did.
They don't have their own quality lab. That's the advantage of Vogel. They have 7 people working full time to discover all those things, to make sure the product is stable, that it doesn't lose efficacy over time, and they spend a lot of time just making sure you have the best possible remedy in your hands.
Prostazan is spelled P-R-O-S, P-R-O-S, T-A-Zan, S-A-N,
Yeah.
Prostazan. You can find that in fine health stores throughout the United States. Visit BioforceUSA.com. You can learn more about it there. You can also go to a.vogel, VOGEL.com. Alfred Vogel. The A stands for Alfred. And you should, when you're there, read about Alfred Vogel. He was an interesting man. Very interesting. One of the early naturopaths. Traveled to the United States. There's an interesting story. I've told it several times over the years. Ended up coming to America and making friends with a medicine man up in, I think it was North Dakota or South Dakota, and then took back the seeds for echinacea plant. And A. Vogel makes Echinoforce. Dr. Fortin talked about that the last time she was on. Come back, I'll have the LTN health question of the day.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, welcome back. Plants and prostate. You got it. We turn to the plants. Yeah, the gifts of nature. All these compounds found in plants. Over these past almost 11 years now, that theme just comes up over and over and over again. It's remarkable. Laboratories are fine, making synthetic this and that, whatever, but nature is the best chemist of all time, seems to me, and biologist. And talking with Dr. Fortin today about men's health, generally men's prostate health specifically, she mentioned a product called Prostasan, Prostasan. It's made by A. Vogel, distributed by Bioforce. Go to bioforceusa.com, learn about it. Go to avogel.com, learn about it there as well. And it's saw palmetto, which is grown in Florida. Now, the company's in Canada, but they have farms in Florida, obviously. And
they're in Switzerland.
Excuse me, in Switzerland. You're in Canada. I had you in Switzerland today, and I have A. Vogel in Canada. I'm screwed up. Saw palmetto. The Latin name is what? Serona repens. Is that how they say it in Latin? But I'm close enough. It's used extensive. It's sold in Europe as a drug, isn't it? If you know.
I think they still sell it over the counter.
Do they? Okay, but it has different mechanisms of action. I alluded to one earlier, the inhibition of 5-alpha reductase, that enzyme that converts testosterone into DHT, then inhibiting of DHT binding to androgen receptors on the prostate. And then saw palmetto also involved in a reduction of inflammatory component of prostate growth. And how it does that it inhibits COX-2 enzyme called 5-lipoxygenase. It also inhibits the inhibition of prostate cell proliferation. So it has any number of mechanisms of action here to help with the prostate. And A. Vogel, they grow that right there, right here in Florida, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, have you ever had patients with prostate problems? You were in clinical practice, if I recall, from your.
Yes. Oh, yes. I see them all the time.
Uh-huh. Have you ever used this in your clinical practice?
Yes.
Can you?
My brothers use it. My father use it.
Oh, your brother and father use it.
Yes.
Uh-huh. What do patients tell you about the product? What is some of the anecdotal reports that you could give?
Well, it's going to reduce all the IBP symptoms. It's going to help reduce the inflammatory part of it. So usually the urinary flow is better. The urgency will decrease. The need to go up at night all the time will also decrease. But there's also other benefits, because if you look at what doctors give for prostate, it will do somewhat similar to the HBP symptoms, but they cause issues with erection and libido. While they did a very nice study on Prostasan, and they have found out that that product actually will improve the situation in men. So men that do not have great erections or their libido is down, by taking Prostasan, they will actually make it better.
Yeah, your libido will go up and you perform a little better. Yes, you get my point. Yeah, there are. Got to be careful how I talk around here. There are some. My producer's laughing. There are some products out there, drugs, that will cause better flow. I won't mention any names. I gave a hint to one of them. Better flow. Those will give you better flow, but the side effects, thanks but no thanks. I would rather not. So I look for these natural remedies when it comes to prostate health, as well as other issues. But this is interesting. The only compound in prostazan is saw palmetto. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't take other kinds of herbal based products to help with your prostate. You can. And the reason that you gave Dr. Fortin is that A. Vogel found out when you start to mix the saw palmetto compound with other stinging nettles and pygium or beta-cytosterol or whatever. Beta-cytosterol isn't never. You get my point. When you mix them together, you undermine the efficacy of the saw palmetto. But you could take them individually and not undermine the saw palmetto. So it's a good idea. Yeah, you don't discourage your patients from taking other herbs to help with the prostate, do you?
No, well, especially things like stinging nettle can be very interesting in the beginning to get the urine flow going and to remove the urgency. But usually once the situation stabilizes, they usually don't need to take any other herbs. The prostazan will keep things going very well on its own. But sometime in the beginning, you need a little extra kick just to make it more comfortable faster. Mm-hmm. Because it can take up to 3 months to get the full effect of saw palmetto. So meanwhile, you want at least some relief of the symptoms.
I mentioned beta-cytosterol. Some call it beta-cystosterol. Have you ever used that in your practice with men?
Yes, but I find that it doesn't give the same type of result prostazan does.
For those of you who don't know, beta-cystosterol or beta-cytosterol is a plant fat, and it's often found in prostate products, as is pygium, stinging nettle root, and so on. So the idea is to try and block that 5-alpha reductase enzyme from converting your testosterone into DHT, which tends to bond to the receptor sites on your prostate. It also causes your hair to fall out. So your head looks like a regulation NBA basketball, and so does your prostate. Unfortunate. 877.
The thing too, with those extracts, they have found out that there's some in saw palmetto, but if you start to extract individual components like that and try to give them to get the full effect, you never get the same type of result.
Gotcha. We'll be back with the LTN Health question of the day, for sure, this time.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's the LTN health question of the day. As men age, their prostate gets bigger. No question. And it happens to a lot of men, you know. Men 50 to 59, they estimate there's about 3 million. 60 to 69, about 2.6, and so on. I mean, it's Pretty significant. And the question is simply this. Let me say this to you. BPH is the most common disorder of the prostate gland. And it's the most common diagnosis by urologists for male patients 45 to 74. Here's the question. What percent of men over the age of 60 suffer from benign prostate hyperplasia? 20%, 40%, or 60%? What percent of men over the age of 60 suffer from BPH? 20, 40, or 60%? You have the right answer. Get a $25 gift card, supplement gift card. 877-897-8255 is the toll-free number. 877-897-TALK. Call and be a winner. Dr. Fortin, welcome back. I want to just go off topic for a second. You're in clinical practice, right?
Yes.
How long you been in clinical practice?
20 years.
All right. You have a lot of experience. And let me ask you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you have a number. You probably have treated thousands and thousands of patients, right?
Yes.
All right. So you have a pretty big data set. Here's my question to you. Given all these years that you've practiced medicine as a naturopath, you're a naturopath, right?
Yes.
What do you think is the most challenging thing for you to do with a patient as a physician, as a naturopathic physician? What is the most challenging thing that you have to do with a patient?
Change their diet.
I thought, people were probably expecting some. You said that. You didn't even have to think about it. It came right off your tongue. Boom. Change.
Yeah, well, it's easy to get them to take supplements. They expect miracles from supplements. But to change habits, that's completely another story.
That's another story. It's sort of like getting your husband to take out the trash, right?
Yes, exactly.
You said that so fast. You didn't even blink when I said what? I asked the question. You said change their diet. I didn't expect you to say it that quickly. I thought I was going to stump you a little bit, and you had to think about it. You didn't even have to think about it.
Oh, no, it's always a challenge because you have to give them incentive. You have to tell them why they need to do every single step because otherwise they won't do it.
You can take this piece of advice for what it's worth, okay? You have the clinical practice. I'm not a clinician, but I do know a thing or two, not very much, but I know enough about persuasion. That was my area of specialization. That's where my research is published, social influence and persuasion. What I have learned is telling people why they need to do something is not very persuasive. It took me a while to catch on to that. What is more persuasive is to tell them what they need to do and how to do it. That's what seems to get them to move or to change. You got to tell them why, but if you just tell them why, it's not enough. And I've had people come on this show, talk about the health benefits of doing X, Y, or Z and why you should do it, why you should do it. And I often have to get them to talk about what do you need to do to get those results? That's what seems to persuade people more than not. Does that comport with your experience?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. Telling them what to do, how to do it. That's what they're really looking for. People know why they need to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
It's how do you do it? How the devil do you do it and do it successfully? That's tough, isn't it, Dr. Fortin?
Yes.
It is tough. Because...
Yes. Well, it's because they're ingrained habits. They've been doing it for a long time. And then you're asking them to change an habit, and that needs some willpower.
Yeah. It does take willpower. Our relationship with food begins so early in life, And those patterns become so ingrained. And our relationship with food, both good and bad, the foods that are good and bad for us, like any relationship, those habits are just so darn hard to break and change. And it must drive clinicians crazy, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Because you know the person will feel so much better if they just do a few changes and they resist it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of trying to have a small win. When I work with clients, I can't diagnose and treat. I'm not a physician. I'm a PhD. But I can consult. And oftentimes when working with a client, I just try to get them to do a little thing, a small thing, something that they can do. It's a small win. And then I build on that, and then another little thing, and then another little thing. Rather than coming in and say, well, we're going to change your diet. We're going to change everything you're eating and how much. That typically doesn't work. At least
it doesn't work. You have to do gradually. Otherwise, they won't stick to it at all.
No, they won't. Let's go to Lakeland, Florida. Sarah, how many men over the age of 60 suffer from benign prostate hyperplasia, BPH? 20%, 40%, or 60%?
I said 60.
60, that's right. It's a lot of men. It's hard to escape. So that's why products like Prostazan are really useful and helpful, especially when you have a company like A. Vogel making it. Congratulations, Sarah. You won a $25 supplement gift card.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing today?
I love your show.
Oh, well, thank you. We love that you love the show, and I love you for listening to it, okay?
Now, listen, is there ever a reason why a woman should take this product?
No, you don't have a prostate. You have other things to worry about. Listen on other days, and we'll talk about women's health. You got plenty to worry about. Trust me. Dr. Fortin, thank you so much for being on. You're always a great guest. We enjoy you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Stay warm up there. Your health is your wealth.